Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to the Needy Nerds prison where today, that cash situation, geez, I don't know. But I do know that we need to go to 9 prisoners per day. We're going to get 9 minimum security needy nerds tomorrow for a payment of $2,700, which is pretty nice. That's going to help us out a little bit. I've just realized putting this forestry here kind of negates the expansion of parole and visitation that I was thinking about doing. But that's okay. This guy's apparently working very hard at talking to his wife, who's, you know, I'm sure, maybe she is a bit of hard work. Maybe, oh god, these tunnels. Anyway, look, it's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It was pointed out to me, but that this one here didn't get a toilet, and then I cloned that across to here, and as a result, we've got these cells that are quite broken. I'm not sure why this one cloned out without a toilet. Maybe I cloned it before this one was finished. I'm not sure. But for whatever reason, this one and then this one don't have toilets. But then all of these ones are all broken because of the fact that people, oh god, who died? Oh, it was a parole officer. Murdered by this guy. Tim Wyatts, 56. Did a murder, and now he's gone up to max sec. But we did just make $9,000 from people being released from the prison, which is quite nice, which means that we can hopefully... Oh, thank you. Oh, that's just lovely, yes. And are there any up here? There are. We can get those all cleaned up, and we can get... Let's just quick build them in. We'll just clone up this toilet. And is that going to clone, like, the tunnel as well? I hope not. Let's find out. And we might as well have a look at getting some power into here to expand these cells out. And then we're going to need some hot water pipes, aren't we? But I bet you these aren't going to reach. Like, these aren't going to have enough pressure. We're going to need another boiler in here, which I'm not thrilled about, I have to say. It's not super great to be able to have to put another water boiler in, but we're going to have to do what we're going to have to do. And we'll just, we'll let that roll its way through. How are we doing for maximum security capacity? 10, and we have 10 dudes. We should probably do a little cloning up here as well to get a couple more of these cells cloned out. Just like this. Just like this. There we go. Okay. So we've got enough stuff going on. We do need to get some more food into these guys. Well, it says 94% here. But it's been mentioned that we're having trouble sustaining food in the comments. Let's see. How are they doing for food needs? Food's okay. Food's okay. Family is a problem. Family is an extreme problem. So, with that in mind, let's do this. These guys up here still don't have a common room, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a couple of objects that I would normally put in a common room into this very mediocre dining area. So I'm going to put down, they've got a TV. I'm going to put in a phone booth or two, right? Because these guys, maybe they're not able to get to visitation as simply as what they would like. So put in some phone booths. That can help them with their visitation or their family needs. Let's see. MinSec, family's okay. Maximum security. Right. Family and exercise. Okay, max sec are a problem right now. We need to get their area online quick, smart. Let's do, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We'll get a cheeky common room carved in just like this, and it can include this bathroom. Failed indoors. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Objects. Let's get a couple of weights benches in. Oh, they're only $100. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, great. We can afford a couple of these. We've got some phones in there as well. And then let's go an arcade cabinet. Oh, damn. Can we... No, we've already paid for those. We can't refund them. An arcade cabinet would be ideal because it provides recreation and something else. I can't remember exactly what needs it provides at the moment. I'll have to go back and watch my own tutorial on that. But yes, it does help people out. Right. That's taken care of. Let's get... Let's get some guards deployed into this corridor for us. And when are we going to do that? During work free time? Probably. So let's have one patrolling this way and then one patrolling here during work free time. In fact, you know what? You can extend to there? Yeah, that should be good. And hopefully that should mean that this guy can pick up whoever comes through this metal detector with a hammer out of the workshop, and he can also be the guy in charge of opening that door. This door here is chocked open, so that's fine. And technically I could chock those ones open too, but if someone does get really shirty up here and decide that they want to then escape the prison, I want to be able to have at least these two large doors to slow them down before they then come through into here, through the holding cell, and, out to freedom. At least a little something. So I'm getting the feeling that this holding cell is doing us quite well. Like, it is holding prisoners that need to be held, but it is also kind of insufficient. It'd be nice if I could move that over to here somewhere and have it a bit larger. Like, I need to retool this entire area, quite frankly. And then have a slightly larger reception, because that's fairly cramped at the moment. And when we're bringing in, when we started with one prisoner at a time, that was okay. But now we're up to 8 prisoners a day. That's starting to get a little bit cray, a little bit too much. So I think we can probably look into expanding that. There's only one phone here. There's 3 in the common room. Do I need to move one of the ones that I've put up here down? Nah, it should be okay. All right. So these guys are actually starting to make use of the exercise equipment, which is good. And they can, use the phones when they come online as well. All right. Good. We've got some more parole money coming in, which is nice. We've got these guys slowly trying to learn. This guy's ex-law enforcement. Oh, dear. Okay. This guy needs a search. Excellent. We'll wait for our cheeky prison guard to come in, search this guy up, and... What did you have, mate? Nothing? Okay, cool. Well, if you didn't have anything, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Right, these guys are getting fed. This is doing okay. These guys up here, they're doing okay. Right, there's still plenty enough space for them to be able to do what they need to do. There's still some eggs left on the bench there. They are a bit agitated, I think, because they all want to go to sleep. Oh my goodness me. What are they upset about? Yeah, sleep. Definitely. Which is fine, because it's almost sleep time. But you got to have dinner first, guys. You got to have dinner. Oh, man. They are really cranky people, aren't they? I wonder if I could flip this all on its head. Because sleep is such a critical concern at the tail end of the day, I wonder if I could put in the regime, like, we'll have a breakfast here, and then work free time, eat, work free time, and then straight to bed. So we'll move this work free time block up a notch and then not have dinner. We could do that, sort of, potentially. I'm not terribly sure. I mean, we're doing it. We're getting there. We're kind of keeping on top of this. But let's see. Let's see what tonight's shakedown looks like. Let's see what terrifying tunnel antics these boys are getting up to. Hopefully, we're not going to find too much. We have found some scissors, which is, fairly low on the threat level as far as I'm concerned. There is a little bit of tunnel action going on. So there's one here. There are a couple all over the place down here. But that's okay. I mean, this guy was doing quite well. I'm not sure what he had. Can we search him and find out? He didn't have anything. Okay, whoa, jeez. Okay. That is an impressive tunnel. That is not too bad. Wow. These guys are digging way, way better than I ever anticipated that they would. The combination, L. Shepherd said in the comments that the combination of the Get Me Out of Here and the Needy Mutators is a little bit OP, and yes, I tend to agree. This is insane. Like, the fact that these guys, like, they're so ticked off all the time that they really, really want to escape, and then they have the ability to escape so easily, or the inclination to escape so easily. The only one mutator that would have made this slightly manageable would have been the no tunnels mutator, and then they would have all tried to, like, bust their way out through the front gate the whole time, and they would have all got busted up to maximum security the whole time, because they would have gotten into fights and, gotten messed up with the staff, but that's another... Uh-oh. Someone has died. Alright. So this guy managed to kill a guard. Somehow. I don't know what he would have had. But he's just... Oh, he just soiled himself. Okay, awesome. I mean, there was a toilet right there. Like, right in your cell. But no, that's fine. Just go ahead and poop yourself in your cell. And then get healed why? Why do they do this to me? Well, we've still got 30 guards, though. That's okay. Do we need some more cooks? How are we doing with cleanup? Cleanup seems to be okay. Like, all of the dirty dishes have been taken back and washed up. So, I think cleanup is not a problem. Where are you going with... Where's this guy going with a food tray? Oh, I see. He's restacking this. Okay, cool. So all my staff are having a little break now in the middle of the night. They're still using this old staff room instead of the new, slightly larger staff room that I built over here. But I guess that's okay. I mean, this is meant to service these guys, whereas this one over here is meant to service people who are inside the prison, so they don't have to walk all the way out through all of these doors to go and get a feed. But it's, yeah, it's fine. Oh, look. We've got 2 arcade cabinets here. Let's move one of these up into maximum security and give that to the max sec guys. I reckon they'll like that. I reckon it'll be... And you know what? While we're at it, while we're dismantling things, let's dismantle these and replace them so that they're the right orientation, because that is kind of ticking me off. I don't know about you, but watching that dog sleeping with its face against the wall is starting to make me a little bit angry. I don't know why. It's just... Honestly, I do know why. Oh no, what now? Oh, hello. We've had another... Why do you guys keep pooping on the floor? What's wrong with your toilet? God. They just so desperately need to go to the bathroom when they wake up in the morning that they don't even make it across the prison, the cell, to get to their toilet. They just shit themselves right in the middle of the floor. Yeah, man. This is really tough. Okay, so that's taken care of. These 2, where were we? These 2 dog kennel cage thingies can go back in. See, they don't look like they have an orientation. Which way? Is it that way? Is that the front, or is that the front? I don't know. I'm just going to put them here like this. I'll put one here like this. So, okay. On the left-hand side is the big space. On the right-hand side is the small. Let's just do them both like that, and then we can replace them. I just want to see which way these things go. I'm curious now. But I'm also needing to check this, because I did see another tunnel open up here. And this one seems to be broken, but I can't see a tunnel. Maybe it's just that the tunnel hasn't been removed yet. I'm not sure. We'll have to double check. I think what we might be well off doing is just doing another quick toilet search down there. Just to see if there's anything else that can be found. Because there was a good period of the evening. Yeah, I thought so. There was a good period of the evening where, you know, after the shakedown, they then had the opportunity to go and dig some more tunnels. Yep. And this is pretty much every bloody cell, isn't it? Well, that explains why the tunnels were so developed the last time that I came and looked. So maybe instead of a shakedown, maybe this is the way to go. Maybe I need to, like, as soon as people go off to eat their breakfast, we then get in and check all of the cells for tunnels. Just by doing the toilet search, like this. How's this one going to go, guys? And we've replicated a small patch of dirt for some of these cells. I don't know how I've managed that. Alright, let's do this. Let's get this looking a little bit shiny. I know that I don't have the money, but I'm going to do it. Is that actually... Is it just dirt, or is it outside? Have I managed to replicate an outdoors area? Like, have I broken the foundations slightly? I certainly hope not. But we'll soon find out. Okay, are there tunnels here? There are. Let's fix those up. And we'll get some metal tiles down on the floor, which will hopefully make it more difficult to dig through. I can't imagine that it'd be any more difficult than concrete, but I guess we'll try. And we should probably consider putting some down here as well, but let's see. How much is that going to cost us? Per cell block, it's going to cost, $720? That's not too bad, all told. That's not too bad at all. Okay, let's do this. Let's go like this and like this. It is actually 400 when I include the door, so that's 800 per cell block. That's not too bad. Okay, we can slowly work through that over the next couple of days as we get more and more prisoners going through and paroling out of the prison. We'll use that money to improve these cells and just, you know, hopefully help us out. I've never actually tested to see whether or not metal versus concrete flooring is more difficult to tunnel through. Aha! There you go. So the big one is where the dog actually sits. So that's fine. Let's get this, that's the light, isn't it? Cancel that. Let's get this dog crate dismantled then. Because I don't want to see that dog sitting and facing the wall. That's critically what the problem is here. I just want to have that relocated so that it doesn't look quite as janky. Okay, here we go. And now objects, dog crate, and we'll put that, see, we can just have 4, just spaced out quite nicely. And that way, I can be less cranky about how this all looks. How are we doing, guys? There has been some soilage in the library, which is not great. It is generally not the sort of place where you want to have poo on the floor. You want it to be peaceful when you're reading a book. I don't know about you. That's just my personal preference. I want it to be nice and quiet and no shit on the floor. The shop is doing well, which is nice. This guy is exhausted, which boggles my mind. But that seems to be just... It's just the way this prison goes. The sleep need, look at it shooting up. And the bladder need, they just rocket towards the ceiling all the time. So do I need to dot toilets all over this place? So that they can relieve their bladder throughout the day? I feel like I maybe should. I feel like I should. Okay, let's see. These are $100 a throw. So we can have one in there, in the shop, one in there. We'll have one in the back of the chapel, because why not? There's already one in the staff room. We have one... No, we can't. Okay, we're out of money. Never mind. I guess we'll find out if we get any paroles coming through. And then we can maybe put one in here as well, because it looks like there is some pooping going on there. We have found another tunnel, which... that's a good one. That's a real good one. It's just ripping straight across there. We haven't left any cash up our sleeve for cutting tunnels out of the prison this evening, which is not great. Not great at all, actually. But that's all right. But we'll just have to deal with that tomorrow. And hopefully... Where are we here? It said... Oh dear, there's no one due for parole. Oh, that's not great. How are these trees doing? Are you close? I mean, this one's just come... Like, it's fully grown now. So the rest of these ones, I'm assuming, are probably not too far behind, because they're all planted at the same time. So there's, you know, a couple of hundred credits in there, dollars. And workshop-wise, how many people have actually passed the workshop training course now? Oh, look, there he is. That's better. That's much better. Get the dog facing the right way. That makes me happy. Okay, how many people have actually passed the workshop safety? 1 has passed. Okay, great. So we are actually going to be able to start making license plates. That is good. That is fantastic. Tomorrow, hopefully we can start that and start raking in a little tiny bit of cash from making license plates. All right, excellent. So lockup is proceeding. Let's get our shakedown underway. And then we'll do a toilet search first thing in the morning to just see if there's anything else that we need to find. We have had some drills, hammers, and screwdrivers make their way out of the workshop and into the general population, which is not great. We have a whole bunch of tunnels opening up. I don't know if we need to search these cells at the bottom here, guys. They are non-functional at the moment because they have just a big open hole at the bottom of them. I do need to replicate the rest of those at some point, but that's going to be difficult at the moment because I keep blowing all my money on random stuff. But we have just ticked up into positive cash flow, which is nice. I'm pretty happy about that. If this continues, and I always say this, if this continues, we'll be fine. But it never does continue. Something always happens. There's always a fight or something like that where all of a sudden everyone's pissed off with me and that's that. So, oh God. There's so many tunnels. And these guys are just getting up and having a shower instead of going back to sleep. This guy's injured, so that means he's not going to get a good night's sleep. He's going to be cranky because he needs sleep all day. And even though we've got a sleep time in the middle of the day, they don't use it. They don't use it. That sleep time in the middle of the day isn't doing us any favors whatsoever. It doesn't seem to do anything at all. I tell you what, guys, we're just going to change that to free time. So you can eat and then do whatever you want. If that's to go out into the yard or to go into the common room and play some Galaga on the arcade cabinet, whatever the case may be, you do what you need to do. Get some relaxation underway. I think that's, that'll be nice. That'll help you out. Okay, Shakedown complete. How are we doing for tunnels? There are a lot by the looks of it. There are all of those, which are going to cost $300 to clean up, but I do not have $300 at the moment. We're going to have to wait until our intake tomorrow morning and then use that money to clean these guys up. We're going to have to try and also push towards a CCTV camera, monitor, and then cameras placed throughout the prison. I think that that's going to be a doable thing. Hey, look, we're selling wood. Excellent. Nice work, guys. It's a shame we can't harvest the seeds from the trees and then replant them using the seeds, but evidently the only way to get new saplings is by buying them, and that costs money. Which always seems to be... It seems to be a little bit of a gotcha on the old forestry. Like, it seems like such a great idea, but then you wind up spending all this money on trees. So it kind of, I don't know, I feel like it kind of balances out. All right, anyway, so things are going well. Search has revealed a bunch of tunnels, which we're going to have to fix up tomorrow. These toilets need hooking up. This new little common room should hopefully keep these guys under control until we can expand to have a real common room. And we're about to have 9 more prisoners coming into the prison. So, friends, I think I'll leave it there for this episode. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope that you're enjoying this series and, give it a thumbs up if you think it's good. And I'll catch you next time.